Snack time, snack time, snack time society. Welcome back to Snack Time Society. My name is Nancy.
And I'm Kat.
And we are on episode 17, if you can believe that. We have a very special episode for you today. I'm very excited. We're doing something a little different. Kat, do you want to tell everybody?
It's surprise cheese episode.
Yeah. Surprise!
And I love this. This was your idea, and I think it's freaking genius. But you found a gourmet cheese online shop, and we each purchased 2 cheeses that we sent to both ourselves and to each other. And we are here to blind taste them and see what we like. And I gotta say, Nancy, I'm super excited. There's a couple things that came into play with this. First, I was really worried we were going to pick the same cheeses.
Same. Even though there's like a ton of cheeses on there.
But I was like, we'll pick the same cheese. But we didn't. And then 2, I was like trying really hard because I was like, you always want to do brie, and I don't really want to do brie because I don't like it. And then I was like, well, she loves truffle. Maybe I'll put truffle in it. And I was like, that's too obvious. And so it was like a real like process to pick out my cheese for you. Like
you put a lot of fun in it. I appreciate that. Yeah.
I'm not sure what your process looked like, but that was mine.
My process was, because I was also afraid we were going to get the same one, I went several pages into the cheese options because I thought, well, if she picks something from the first couple pages, then I'm safe if I go like a few further, so that was sort of my level. And then, I know that we both like blue cheese, so of course I kind of went that route as well. But this site is really cool. The fact that it exists and you can get gourmet cheese shipped to yourself or to your friends
overnight. Yeah. And I love that they did it as a duplicate order. So I just had to put my order, and I was like, ship it 2 places. And they were like, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was so cool that you found that out, because I think at first we were just going to send a different cheese to each other. But the fact that we could also taste it at the same time that we were sending it to the other person, like that worked out really well. And the website's called igourmet.com. If you are intrigued by this idea, they are not paying us to say this. We just are really excited to find it.
Yeah. And if you guys know of any other, online sites for us to find good cheeses and ship them to each other, like send those our way, because I'm here for it. But they also had like curated packages for like by wine type and by region. So you could buy like the French cheese box, or you could buy like the rosé box. And I was like,
I love that. I didn't even dig that deep. And that's very cool to know. I feel like now I know where my gifts are going to come from.
Let's meet cheese number 1. Taleggio.
So which was the first cheese that you picked? Tell me why you picked it, and then we'll get into the fun facts.
Well, the first one that I picked is taleggio, DOP. So it is protected. It looked like a soft cheese, but it also looked like it might have a little bit more flavor depth to it. And I had heard of it before, but that is the extent of it. It's really only known by name to me. And so I just thought it would be interesting, and especially because the brie and stuff is not usually your jam, but I thought, what if this one has an interesting enough flavor that it might,
it might
reel Kat into the world of the soft cheeses.
Okay. Well, I'm into it.
So it is a semi-soft cheese. It is a washed rind cheese, and it's made from cow's milk. The cheese has a thin, edible rind and a strong aroma, but its flavor is comparatively mild with an unusual fruity tang. So this is one of the first things I noticed about it. When I opened the package, the smell was overwhelming.
Like, yeah, it was a lot of smell.
It has quite a funk. Quite a funk to it. And so I was kind of like, what have we gotten ourselves into here? Which, don't get me wrong, I'm open to the experiment. But I was actually, intrigued because I looked it up also to find out if it was safe to eat the rind. And as it turns out, it is safe to eat the rind, but that it does give it a stronger flavor if you choose to eat it with the rind. But it's really up to your discretion. It is edible. The smell is coming from the washed rind technique, not from the cheese itself. So that's also interesting. This is one of the facts that you like to throw out. It's named after Val Taleggio, Italy.
I like to know where stuff's coming. I like to know the etymology.
Absolutely. Especially, it's funny that we've realized how many are named after literally the places that they're from. So
yeah, people got to get more creative.
Yeah. Okay, so it is a protected designation of origin. The cheese can only be produced in the Lombardy or Piedmont regions of Italy in order to be designated as taleggio. It has been around since Roman times, so it's quite old. It matures within 6 to 10 weeks, so it's a little on
so
the
it's a
younger
young
side.
cheese. Yeah.
But it is stored in wooden shelves to age, often in caves, as per the tradition.
Cheese. It is a cave cheese.
Cave cheese. It's produced in autumn and winter.
Huh.
It is great for melting, and it is a rich and decadent cheese. It has a high fat content, so it's best to be enjoyed in moderation.
Okay, so we went from feta on our last episode, which was good for you, to the highest bad content. I see what we're doing here. We're just mixing it up.
What do you say? Let's take taleggio for a spin around the block.
We talked about how we're going to taste it. We're not doing pairings for this particular episode, but we were going to try it by itself, just alone, and then on a cracker or bread, correct?
Yeah, it's so creamy. It's like, let me just pinch a
so
little pop off this.
Are you going to eat it with the rind?
No.
Okay.
It's salty.
Oh, the rind is interesting with it, but I would say it would also be a cautionary thing because it's a little bit gritty. So even though I think it lends something interesting to the flavor, gives it another kind of layer of depth or whatever, I think that grittiness could be kind of off-putting for people. So
yeah, I don't know where they're getting mild flavor in this, because like that is in my mouth. Like,
yeah,
still, like the aftertaste of that is pretty deep. It's like that's a rich.
Strong.
Yeah,
it
that's
is.
like
It's very rich.
Let's try it with a cracker, because I think this is like a cracker cheese.
Okay. Yeah, especially because it's soft. It's like very
Yeah.
spreadable. What kind of cracker are you using?
I have a Triscuit and a bagel chip because I didn't know which way to go on some of these.
Okay, I went just slices of baguette because that was what I had. So
yeah, no,
but
like baguette's good on everything. But here, so. Okay. Good on.
I think it needs that.
Yeah. It's not a stand on its own cheese.
Kind of difficult to eat just on its own anyway, because it's not exactly finger food. It's very soft.
But God, it even cuts through a Triscuit. Who said mild flavor in this? Wrong. Okay, I'm gonna try it on a bagel chip too, just to see if that's different. I mean, I like it, but it's a lot.
Yeah, it's very strong. So that fact about it being mild came from Wikipedia. I think that what it's trying to say, it says that its flavor is comparatively mild.
Okay.
So compared to the aroma involved in the rind itself, the cheese does not taste how you think that's going to be. So I would say, yes, comparatively mild is a good description, but it's not mild in flavor.
It's a really rich flavor. It's interesting and deep. You know what I wonder though? What if it was on a cracker with like a little bit of body maman on the top? Okay. Well, I mean, I like it. I'm glad that you did get that, because I do like a spreadable cheese, and I do like putting cheese on a cracker and like just being that as a snack. And I could see this like being that. We'll get into brie in another episode. I'll go there and we'll do a camembert. But I like this better. I mean, it just has more to it. It's just more interesting.
Let's explore surprise cheese number 2, raclette.
Let's do the raclette. What is it?
Raclette, I think is how it's pronounced.
Since we never pronounce it the same way twice, just know the pronunciation is raclette.
I have been like obsessed with this ever since I saw some like Instagram video of some guy like with a hot knife scraping cheese off a block of cheese. And I was like, we have to go wherever that place is and do that, because like, how amazing is that look? And this is that cheese. And I was like, well, yeah, we're getting that. So the answer to the question, does it melt, is hell yeah, it does. That's the whole point of it. But let me give you some fun facts before we go too far down a rabbit hole. Raclette comes from the French raclaire, which is to scrape, which is because it's like melted over a fire and then scraped
like what
onto.
they do. They like, yeah.
Dude, it's badass. I would have loved to do that, but I put it in the microwave. Let's be real. But it's traditionally melted over a fire and scraped over potatoes, but people do it like on sandwiches, baguettes, whatever. I've seen them fill baguettes with it. Oh, it looks amazing. It's a French Alpine style, but this is made in Vermont because it's from Reading. First wheels were rolled out in May of 2010. So it's real American artisan cheese. This is 5-month aged. So longer aging gives it a little bit of a nutty, buttery depth. And the rind develops a natural washed kind of thing. It is a rich, earthy, and creamy with grassy notes. It says gloriously gooey when warm. And who doesn't want something that is gloriously gooey?
Yeah, that's quite a description.
It did originate in the Swiss Alps, which is like kind of my dream of a cheese. Like, because I can imagine this. So yeah, apparently cow herds would like melt their cheese by their campfires, and that was their like hearty meal. And I can just see somebody in the Swiss Alps with their like Bernie's mountain dog and his bottle of bourbon around his neck and like eating warm cheese and drinking whatever brandy, whatever that dog has on its, that's, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
It's both the name of the cheese and the dish, which is a little confusing, but that's the dish when they like melt it up and scrape it onto potatoes. But it's always served with cornichons, pickled onions, and boiled potatoes. And it takes it so seriously that there are official raclette restaurants where half wheels are mounted onto special heating machines at your table. Can we go, please? Can we go tomorrow? Like, let's go.
Somehow I did not ever take note, even though I have also been fed those Instagram videos. I did not take note of specifically what kind of cheese it was. So thank you for that.
Yeah. Well, I thought it would be fun.
Let's taste raclette. Are you as excited as I am?
Let's try it on its own. So we both have it not melted in its regular block form. Okay.
It's very creamy.
Very creamy. It's got an interesting flavor. I guess I can see nutty.
I was going to say, you know what's funny? It almost tastes like potatoes to me. It tastes like cheesy potatoes.
I mean, I can kind of see it. It's kind of a mild, like I can see why we want to melt this and put it on something. But
yeah, there's not a lingering aftertaste, but there is a flavor to it. It's not, it's not forgettable. It's not just for the purpose of melting. It tastes like a cheesy potato to me. So
love a cheesy potato.
How could that be bad?
How can it be bad? Okay, let's try it on a cracker. Let's try it melted on a cracker. Let me get my Triscuit up with my melted cheese.
You gave me the instruction to melt it, so I also just nuked mine in the microwave. Not the fanciest of preparations.
Oh my god, it's good.
It's kind of solidifying again, but that's okay.
I don't care. It's good.
It
does something to it. I also melted it on a bagel crisp. I didn't know, so I'm gonna try this one too. Okay, I'm a fan. Can we go to the place where they scrape it onto our food with a knife?
Yes, because then they're doing it and it's like melty immediately on your plate versus us in the microwave running to our video and having it kind of congeal again. That's not ideal and somehow still delicious. So imagine what it's like in person with the hot knife scraping it onto your taters.
Taters. I want it bad. What do you think? Did you like it?
I liked it. It was just very melty and nice. I mean, it's gooey. It's delightfully gooey.
It's delightfully gooey. I think we can agree that this might be a wonderful melty cheese. I don't think we broke a new ground here. I feel like people knew that. That's why they have festivals for it. But I think we need to go experience this in person.
It's time for surprise cheese number 3. Forme d'Ambert.
You want me to talk about the other one that I got you?
Yeah, and why you got that one.
It's a blue cheese, and we like blue cheeses. And so I just thought, wow, if Kat has never heard of this either, then we're in like brand new territory with possibly finding our next favorite blue cheese. It's called, well, I'm sorry in advance for this. Forme d'Ambert. Forme, Fourme, and then D''Ambert.
We looked up the real pronunciation, and it's Forme d'Ambert.
I'll tell you some fun facts. I'll throw some out for you.
Give me the fun facts. I've never heard of this cheese. So, I want all the fun facts.
Very exciting. Okay. It is a semi-hard French blue cheese It is one of France's oldest cheeses. It dates back as far as Roman times. So apparently, I bought you 2 cheeses as old as Roman times. It must be aged for at least 28 days. It's a cow's milk. It is traditionally made with unpasteurized milk, but it depends on the brand and the export regulations as to whether it is actually pasteurized or not. In this case, this is pasteurized.
It's pasteurized. Yeah.
It is from the Auvergne region of France. Again, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. With a distinct narrow cylindrical shape. I just feel like I'm butchering it. I did not take French, so it has a thin yellowish rind mottled with sandy molds, and its interior is bone white with distinctive bluing. And even though it has a very earthy scent to it, it has a creamy, mild flavor with a slightly nutty finish. It achieved its AOC status in 2002. Those are my facts for you.
Well, I will say that's interesting what it said about the blue marbling in it, because I do feel like this has more bluey stuff in it than a lot of blue cheese. Do you feel, you know what I mean? Like
yes,
it looks
and
like half blue and half white instead of just like a little bit of blue.
And marbling is a very accurate word in this case because it very much looks like a stone marble appearance. So I'm very into this. And it's a little bit of like a bluish green.
Yeah. And I mean, it had a pungent smell, you know, when I opened it, but not like the taleggio. Like I wasn't,
not like the taleggio. Yeah, it smells like blue cheese, but it's not like funky. The taleggio was more funky.
Yeah. And this isn't like, I mean, I've smelled funkier blue cheeses than this.
Yeah.
But I appreciate that you went and got some historical cheeses out, some long time, some old school, some OG cheeses for us to taste. And I love that you got a blue and another French cheese. So we got a French and an Italian from you.
Yes.
And I got a French, or no, I got a Swiss for my first one. So we're spreading it out. We're getting all around.
Sure.
I don't know about you, but I think it's time we taste this cheese.
All right. Should we taste it?
We should. We're going to taste it by itself first, right?
Yeah. Get a little pinch of this pepper.
Mmm.
Okay.
Wow.
That is good. There's something like, this is going to sound like a weird thing to say, so just preface it. But I'm going to say there's something like solidly blue cheese about it that is really appealing. Like it just tastes like sturdy isn't the right word either. I'm looking for like a word to describe how, maybe like the archetype of what I think a blue cheese would be. It's so solidly a blue cheese without any of that like extra, oh, it's too funky or it's too mild, or it's just solid in what it's supposed to be, I think.
It's rich, it's creamy. The amount of the blue mold in it is so prevalent that you're really getting a taste of it in every bite that you take. It is significantly less salty tasting than the Roquefort was. So you're really getting all that creaminess without an overpowering like saltiness to it.
It feels right. It tastes like what I think it's supposed to taste like. Instead of the times we've had it where, like a Stilton is a little too like funky sometimes. It's a little too much. And then like Gorgonzola can be too salty. This is like, I feel like this is really well done.
I'm excited. Again, this is such an exciting episode because we're getting out of our comfort zone entirely. We are learning absolutely new things. And this is going to be on my
this should be on a cheese board. Like this is a cheese. Like, okay, I'm going to taste it on a cracker too. Get it on a cracker.
Okay. I would totally put this on a steak too. Imagine how creamy that would be on a steak. Okay, I'm gonna eat mine.
It is really good, Nance.
Wow. It's so good.
Good job. Freaking score, dude. That is. Yes. I wonder if this is available at my local.
I can tell you this one is not available at mine. There's no way. I frequent the blue cheese section.
No, so good.
Really good. Oh my gosh. Now I wish I had my Bunny Man or whatever to go with it too.
Bunny Man.
But yeah, I don't even know. Like, I think it would be really good melted on top of a steak, but I don't know if I would put it in a salad because I think that's almost like
disrespectful.
Yeah, like disrespectful.
Like, I think this might be too good for a wedge.
Right? Like it's too fancy to be
And
like,
I
oh,
love a
this is
wedge.
my salad topping, you know? It's like it is the star of the show.
Time to meet cheese number 4, Cheshire.
Okay, so do you want to tell me about the second cheese that you got?
Yes. So I think I told you about the rabbit hole I went down shopping,
Yes.
and I got a little in my head about it. I think you've met me, so that's not a surprise. And so so after I picked the raclette, because I thought how fun with the scraping, I went the completely opposite direction, got really overwhelmed, freaked out, and said I'm buying Cheshire because I'm cat and it's a Cheshire cat.
It just sounds fun.
It just sounds fun. And I mean, obviously it's an English cheese, so I thought we'd spread it out a little bit. So it's, you know, another British cheese, and we've done well with those so far with our Wensleydale and our Stiltons. It's a cheddar. I mean, kind of, right? Like it's like a version of. So, you know, I thought that would be like pretty safe. It has been it is also an ancient cheese. It's cow's milk, but it's England's oldest named cheese. It was mentioned in the Doomsday Book of 1086. I don't know what we call that, 1086, whatever, predating the British Parliament. It is a gorgeous color. Its warm reddish orange hue comes from the annatto dye, that dye that we've talked about. It's a tradition dating back hundreds of years. It's got a salty terrier because it's the Cheshire Plains in England sit atop ancient salt deposits. So the soil literally flavors the cheese.
Cool.
Which is cool. Dense and crumbly, so it breaks apart beautifully. So it's perfect for salads or eating off the wedge. It's 2 to 3 months old. It's got a mild, tangy, generally salty flavor with like a clean finish. So it's supposed to be pretty like approachable and like, you know, not a crazy thing. But obviously the Cheshire Cat in Alice in Wonderland was named after this cheese.
That's very cool.
Thank you. And it's also, you know, one of the most popular cheeses in England. So it's one of their biggest cheddars. It doesn't have like PDO protection, so it can technically be made anywhere. So whatever. But it's more crumbly than melty.
Okay.
And I think that covers it.
What do you say? Let's give Cheshire a try.
Let's give it a shot. Interesting texture.
I was gonna say that because it doesn't like go creamy.
Yeah, it doesn't. It stays as like sort of a tiny, crumbly texture.
Which I don't mind it.
No.
I kind of like it. I mean, I definitely think it's like a better cheddar than what like our basic cheddars is, you know.
It's not sharp. Like it doesn't have like a sharp taste. It's pretty mild. You said the thing about how it's not really meant to be super melty. So it's not necessarily even having the same end uses as like a cheddar would.
Like an American cheddar. Like our
an American cheddar.
I kind of like it. Okay, let's try it on a cracker. Let's see if we can get into that.
Not on the baguette.
Not on a baguette.
Mm-mm.
It's a good cheese and cracker.
I could see that. I think you need something like crispy to go with that texture.
Yeah,
it's too much of a bread-like texture.
Mm-hmm.
Just the teeny tiny crumbliness. I can almost let's see if I can do like a close-up of.
Yeah. It does have a little bread-like texture. Okay, I'm going to try it with a bagel chip just to see where we're at here. Because I've done it for all the others. I mean, I like it. It's a mild cheddar. I get why it's used a lot. I mean, we talked about it when we did the cheddar episode, how cheddar is like the basic bitch of cheeses. This is like the basic bitch of cheddar, but in a good way.
Yeah.
Like I can tell it's well done and it's got a good depth of flavor. It's, you know, better than the Kraft.
I think that the texture is the real draw. I'm trying to think of what it would be good with that you could kind of play off of that texture. Honey or something. I don't know. Something where you've got a juxtaposition of the like tiny crumbly mouthfeel and you know, maybe like a jam or something with it.
I think so. I think British people also do it with the apple pie.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I am glad we tried that. I'm glad we tried all of them.
Me too. We have expanded our horizons officially.
I like this part of it. Like a lot of the other cheeses, we're trying it with new things and interesting things, but these cheeses are totally new to us. And I know as people who love cheese like you and I do, it's very rare that you find something that you haven't had. So it's not like we're buying like cheddar with jalapenos in it. Like we're buying actually different types of cheeses, which I find very interesting.
Me too.
All right, we've tasted all the cheeses today. Now let's give them a score.
We should rate these.
Okay. So are we just going to rate just the cheese on a 1 to 5?
I think we should go the flavor and texture, and then I think we should do with the cracker, which in my case is bread, because, you know, especially with that first cheese, it did something. So
Yeah, I needed it.
yeah.
Okay. Let's go. What cheese are we doing first? Taleggio?
Yeah, let's do taleggio. Texture.
I like the texture. I'd say 4 because I think it's really interesting, that creaminess, but kind of solid. It's interesting.
The texture is a 4 for me too. And you know, I like the semi-soft and the creamy cheeses. So definitely a fan of that. Flavor.
I would say 3 on its own. And then I would say 4 with the cracker because it's really good. It's just a lot on its own.
It's going to sound like I'm copying you, but that sounds exactly like how I feel, because it's not that it was bad by itself. It's such an interesting flavor and one that's very different from other stuff that I've had, but I
Yes.
think it needs
Well, it's just it's a lot.
to-
Like I don't know that I've ever taken like a bite of something and been like, "Ooh, that's too rich."
Yeah, and I'll tell you again, I cheated and I tried that one beforehand, and it was good with like fruits and fig jam and stuff like that. So it pairs well with things, which I think maybe help to offset like the strength of that that flavor. So
it's a plays well with other cheese.
yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
Well, let's go on to our melty goodness and our
Yeah.
scrapable cheese. So our raclette.
Texture 5.
I mean, again, I don't want to copy, but yeah. Like it's just like if I can heat up a cheese and scrape it on something, yes.
I think we're just kind of on the same wavelength today.
Flavor.
Flavor, I would say 4. Like it's
yeah.
it's good, but it's not as much about the flavor as it is the texture of the melty goodness on the
Agreed. I like it. It's not the
Yeah.
flavor's great. I would eat it.
It's
Like
good.
it's not, there's nothing bad about it, but it's not going to be a 5 for me. And I do think you're right. I think it's more about the comfort, warm hug of the cheese than it is about the flavor.
I mean, it tastes like cheesy potatoes to me, so it's still going to be a 4. Like it's up there, but I think it's more about the texture than the flavor. And so with the cracker / bread for me, 5.
Agreed. I'm not trying to copy you either, but yes, 5. Like it's just, I love melted cheese on crackers. I will like that could be my snack every day for the rest of my life, and I would be happy. And so to give me a cheese that was like made for that, okay.
Oh yeah, that's why it's so important for us to find out if it melts or not for every cheese. Okay, the Forme d'Ambert.
Sure. Texture, 5.
Texture 5. So creamy.
It's just so creamy, but also like again, I'm gonna say sturdy, and that's not what I mean, but it kind of is
like substantial. I don't know.
substantial. Thank you. Yeah.
Flavor. I would give the flavor a 5 too. Holy cow, that's a good blue cheese.
I think I am because it's better
that's
than
okay.
the other blue cheese. It's just I got to give it a 5. Yeah.
Okay. With the cracker / bread.
5.
Yeah, 5.
I'm happy to have found a new blue cheese that I like.
So the last one is Cheshire. What would you give
I'm a
the
fan.
texture?
It's interesting. I kind of like it. I would say 3.
Why are we giving the same ratings today?
I don't know. Are we? Are you going to give it a 3?
I would say 3 because it's not my favorite texture, but it still deserves something for the fact that it's interesting. Like it's not a mousse texture, but it's like just this tiny crumbliness in your mouth, and it's intriguing, but it's not my favorite. Okay, flavor for me, I would think probably also a 3, just because it's like a mild cheddar taste.
I mean, it differed from you for the once on this whole trip because I'm going to say it's a 4 because I will say that like as a mild cheddar, Like, I mean, generally we're buying the Kraft shredded mild, you know, at the store and like putting
Mhm.
on everything because that's what we do. We're
Right.
Americans. It's how we live. And this is so much better than that. There's such a depth of flavor to it that I appreciate that I want to reward it because
Okay.
it is better. Yeah.
How about with the cracker?
I would say 4 because as a cheese and cracker goes, again, like an archetype of what a cheese and cracker is.
Mine would be a 1
Yeah, you
probably.
couldn't put that on bread.
It
Yeah.
just is not it's not
No.
working with the bread, so do
No.
not recommend that. Textures do not mix well.
Oh, okay. So out of all 4 of these, I think we're gonna have the same answer. Which one's your favorite?
The blue cheese.
Okay. I want to say that too, but I'm gonna say the melty because
Okay.
I just want to be different and to appreciate the funness of the meltiness.
Yes. Oh my gosh, the melty goodness. That is not going to waste, I'll tell you that.
Results are in. Nancy and Kat shared a lot of the same scores today. The taleggio DOP by itself was a 73%. The raclette was a 93%. The fourme d'Ambert dominated at a 100% score. Nancy and Kat differed on their take on Cheshire, while Nancy gave it a 47% overall. Kat enjoyed it a bit more at 73% overall.
Tell me what you're wearing.
Okay. These earrings I've had a really long time. I have had them for probably 20 years. They're very they're all the little coins. So they feel very like Middle Eastern / Bohemian, you know? So I enjoy them. And then I also am wearing this dress that is very bohemian. Well, this is a real wrap dress, meaning that it has a hole in the side that you run the tie through. It also means that the front bodice is completely open and just crosses over. And when I'm sitting there, it just kind of falls open. So it's not that I'm super modest. It's just that I don't really want like my bra showing. And it just tends to like hang in an awkward way. And so I think I have to add a snap there. And the funny thing is, I've already added snaps to it because since it's a real wrap dress, the bottom is also completely open. So if you catch a stiff breeze, you are showing your goodies to the whole world. But it's a really pretty print. It's like a combination of a red background floral on the top and a blue background, like a periwinkle almost, or like a cornflower color on the bottom. So I'll get up and show you real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to see that.
Oops, and the snaps came a bit.
Oh, that's really cute print. I love that. I love a combination of patterns and or fabric.
I love it. I'm gonna eventually troubleshoot it. We need it to be wind friendly.
I just need a little security. Like I just
Yes,
don't want my
security.
bits out. But
That's
no,
Victoria.
it's really I love the combination of patterns and prints there because that's my favorite thing about good fashion. Is just I couldn't put disparate patterns together and make it look cohesive, and like I am impressed anytime anybody does. And yeah, you found a good one.
Thank you. So our next episode is also going to be special because we are reliving all the cheeses we've done so far, and we are picking out our top 10 of all time
through episode 15.
This is thus far our top 10. We have learned along the way. Some of them might still be our tried and trues. Some of them might be some new ones mixed in there, but we're going to give you our hot take. So please make sure to like and subscribe, and we will see you for the next episode.
Snack time, snack time, snack time society.